Sup guys, here today to do Zankyou no Terror or Terror in Resonance episode 9 review. So at this point there's just 2 episodes left of Terror in Resonance, and at this point we can see things, the developments, everything begins speeding up, everything begins making a lot more sense. So basically this episode we see the continuation of the scene the scene that went down last week with 12 speeding over to where Lisa is, while 9 he basically locks up the abandoned game shop that they were in and basically threw away the key. So he has no intention to go back there, meaning at this point he's going to go full on, full force with the plan that he originally intended, except he won't have 12 with him anymore. At this point he just be doing it by himself. We see him gathering up helium, we see him gathering up all kind of stuff, making his preparations, right? Because this was apparently what they planned for from the very beginning, him and 12, 9 and 12, both of them. Now Shibazaki and the other guy that was following him to investigate what was really going on, right? They came to this old guy's house, and upon coming to this old guy's house, because yes, I forgot his name, they were asking him about the Athena plan, right? What was this plan that they had going on, right? Why did they collect all these orphanages under the age of 5 and then basically try to cover up all traces of them once they took them? And the plan basically was explained by this guy as in a normal situation there are those people that exist that are called savants, which are basically people with extraordinary mental abilities in terms of memorization, in terms of artistic endeavors, you name it, whatever is normally the top level class of work that normally would take people a lot of time, a lot of years, a lot of practice to achieve. These guys, they just naturally have it, right? But it comes with a heavy price, because these guys, they can't communicate normally as normal humans would. They are just they can't communicate normally, and they are not like a normal human being as you would consider a normal human being to be, right? They are gifted, extremely gifted in their mental abilities, but they lack everywhere else. So apparently this plan was to artificially create those qualities and those traits in normal children. So they gathered up these children as test subjects, right? And and once he mentioned that the guy that was with him was basically getting upset because they were using children as test subject, which is downright a disgrace, and that's pretty low. So I can see why this guy would be very, very upset, but Shibazaki wanted to calm him down so that they will get through all the information that this guy has to offer. Now as this guy began to talk about the plan, he basically said that this facility that they had, the Athena plan, it had a total of around 26 children, and all of the children died except one, and except also for the 2 that escaped probably 7 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. And he was basically saying that for those who escaped, they will be around 17 years old now. So we get an idea of the age group of 9, 12 and 5. So they're basically teenagers, they're not 100% adults yet. And so 5 was the only one who survived all of that, and 9 and 12 both escaped. So he was basically saying that this was the whole facility, this was what they did, that was the test that they did for how many years, but it was shut down like 5 years ago or something like that. The US government came in and took 5, right? Because the US government intervened and basically wanted to shut down this program, and they took 5 with them. What else? And basically at the end, Shimazaki wanted to ask, so who was the one in charge of this plan? And he gave the name Dr. Mamiya, which is the same guy that Shibazaki was demoted for. The incident with Shibazaki's past, the reason why he was initially discharged so many years ago with a controversial incident in which he was involved with. It was the same guy that was involved in this Athena plan. So even for him, things are beginning to unfold years later, all of that went down. Things are beginning to unfold. We are getting to the bottom of what really went down between all of this. And apparently, so after the scene shifts from there, we get back to the scene with Lisa and Nine, right? And Nine going up there trying to save Lisa. Lisa basically has a timer on her. Once he gets into the I forgot the name of the circuit thing. Oh yeah, once he got into the Ferris wheel, yes, that's the thing. Once he got into the Ferris wheel, the timer automatically begins to go off, and he has just what 8 minutes 30 seconds. And you know, the people who were there were basically saying that, you know, even for a professional that's not enough time. So you know, this person 5, right, she is pretty smart, she's pretty intelligent, but she tends to be a little bit too, you know, she tends to go a little bit too much than, you know, what should normally be given. Like, she doesn't really care about people's lives, whether they live or die. She just probably cool like that, I'm guessing. So at this point, he's there trying to disarm the bomb. He disarmed one. It looks like it took him forever, and then he's like, shit, he has to do that much many more, and there's only like 6 minutes left. And then, but he still diligently tries to do as best as he can. He's there disarming the bombs, and then Lisa and him begin to talk back and forth. Lisa is saying that it's all her fault, she should never get involved with them, but then he lets her know that it's really not her fault, it's really his fault, because she was just an ordinary innocent civilian, and he was the one who actually chose to get involved with her, to come up to her, talk to her, and, you know, kind of bring her along with them in that sense. So it really was his fault, and it's not her fault anymore, so she don't have to apologize anymore. And apparently at one point, you know, it seemed like he was going to say that, you know, he likes her or something, because at this point, in my opinion, it's pretty much obvious that he does. But one thing that I will notice is that Lisa, she looks like, in the flashback with the kids that were all taking the kids from the orphanages, right? In the flashback, there seemed to be this one girl that they showed that looks almost identical to Lisa, if it's probably not Lisa. But you know, she couldn't have been Lisa because all the kids died. But this girl, she looks pretty much identical to Lisa, so I'm guessing that, you know, for 12, it's like a reminder of his past in some way. So that's probably why he was attracted to Lisa in the first place, something like that. But after that point, all of a sudden we see the moon begin to shine, and Lisa all of a sudden getting calm when she looks up to the moon, and she tells 12 that, you know, he should just leave her alone and get going. It's okay, because she knows that 9, whatever plan that they have, he knows that, she knows that 9 will need his help. 2 of them need to do this together, she knows that. And then right before like it comes down to 2 minutes, he gets a call from 5, and 5 begins telling him that, you know, he should just go on and betray his friend. He already betrayed him by coming here, so he should just betray him further. The clock was ticking down. 5 was almost willing to basically blow them up, but then he shouted out the location of the bomb and where it is. And then she's like, okay, that's it, send everybody out to get it. All of the police come rushing in. 9 was actually there at the right time to take out the bomb, just at the right moment before the police got there. He realized that 12 betrayed him, and then he at the end they said target was sighted, so they did get a sight of him. So they are probably going to try to continue chasing him down at this point. But they should be very careful, because this is a full-on bomb, so if they shoot and miss and hit the bomb, everything, you know, blows up. So another thing that I would like to note is that it revealed that what they actually stole from that facility wasn't actually plutonium, right? Plutonium, it's believed that it was actually a very secret prototype bomb that they actually stole. And this secret prototype bomb, the name that they gave it, plutonium, was just a cover, right? It was actually a bomb, prototype bomb, that they stole from that facility, and 5 knows this. So 5, she asks 9 where the location of that bomb is, and she got it. So basically, at this point, it seems to me that, well, it's my guess, since Lisa and 12 are now basically already out of the line of fire, they're basically not in the dire situation that they were in a couple minutes ago. Action is now focused on 12 and the bomb. Maybe somehow 9 and Lisa will somehow come around to help out 12 so that their plan overall can succeed. That's my guess. But at this point we get a whole lot of backstory, not just in terms of 9, 12 and 5, but in terms of you know the whole base setting about this entire series, that what is really going on, what's really going on, even as it pertains to Shibazaki and his past. So I believe that this was an awesome episode of Zankyou no Terror. I loved it very much. Can't wait to see what happens next. And as I said, it's probably just another 2 weeks left till the end of this series, but so far so good. So that's it. That's my review. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Sayonara.